guys, Courtney Mermaid here, and today we're talking about why everybody wants a fabric mermaid tail. So before I get started on today's video, I want to take a sec to let you guys know I've decided to do a special sale in my store to celebrate the holiday season. The code is Fishmas and you can redeem it at shopvancouvermermaid.com, and the sale ends December 25th. Now on to today's video. Okay guys, we're talking fabric tails. So today I saw that the Mertailer is now set up to do his printing for his fabric tails in-house. And boy, I am so jealous, I can't even tell you. But the size of the printer that's used to make these bad boys is so stinking huge. Where I'd even put that thing, I have no idea. And you know what? Thousands and thousands of dollars, BT dub, okay? No. So I wanted to say a funny little thing because I don't know. I'm a strictly fabric tail user, as you guys know. Never been in a silicone tail. I've got no urge, no itch. I don't want to, it's good. I've got no like prejudice against anybody who swims in a silicone tail. It's just not for me. That's not my jam. I love making my fabric tails. I love swimming in them. I like their aesthetic. I feel good in them. So that's how I roll. So it's nothing against silicone tail users. But I do think it's funny that for all the elitism and all of the people who were like, oh, you know what? Fabric tails aren't as good. Oh, actually, you know what? You can't be a professional mermaid. A professional mermaid? Did you just, that just came out of my mouth. Yeah. That's amazing right there. You can't be a professional mermaid if you swim in a fabric tail. I'm like, well, honey, hi. Hi right there. So I think this is hysterical. As soon as FinFolk was like, hey guys, we're making fabric tails. Hey, they're freaking awesome. And now everybody's on board. Everybody's like, oh snap. Like, man, we are all buying ourselves some fabric tails. And I'm over here like, told you so. It's awesome. Yeah. I think it's hysterical. Like, let's just have like a look-see. Like one day I'm gonna do like a legit pros and cons for both, okay? Because fabric tails do have their cons too, okay? I'm not all up here thinking like, hey, on my high horse, fabric tails are, you know, the greatest thing since sliced bread kind of situation. The thing is, let's look at it, okay? 45, 50 pounds? Maybe 5 to 10? Knit tops like 15 pounds soaking wet, picking up out of the water, maybe, okay? I mean, the customization that you can get, you have to have a specific like facility. You've got to be set up to use silicones, not just something that you can slap, like do in your bedroom, you know, like on your floor. Like you have to have a setup. You got to be able to cure that stuff. Like you have to have proper ventilation. It is a serious endeavor, okay? Fabric tail, crack yourself a window. Your paints aren't that toxic. Get a fan going. You're pretty much good to go. Like, I'm telling you, I make all my things like in my kitchen, okay? Getting them printed, now there's companies online that you can have that done, so it is possible. It is something that you need to have some know-how, like how to set up your file, what resolution, you have to have the programs to do it, the computer that can handle it. I say that as my computer pretty much dies. Like this is a 2 gig file behind me on the wall here, this thing, and if you aren't really tech savvy, like that pretty much almost crashes my computer every single time I save. So it's a nightmare. But there's that. So, you know, I really feel like silicone tails, you get a hole, you get something damaged, and you weren't the person who made it, you have to send that off. If I get a hole in a fabric tail, that's easy. You just get like some thread and you just, and there you go. You could bring that to somebody and have them fix it for you. You know, malls will often have places like that do alterations and whatnot. You could bring your tail to somebody like that. Now, of course, I say this, check your warranty beforehand because you could make a change to your tail or you could try and fix it and it could totally void your warranty. So check that first, always before you do anything to your mermaid tail, okay? Customization or anything, always check to make sure that it's not gonna void your warranty, okay? So there's just so many pros and cons to having a fabric mermaid tail. Like traveling with this thing and my incredible Finis Luna fin is a piece of cake, piece of pie. Like this thing, when it's wet, I take the fin out of it, I roll that sucker up, he goes in a bag, and I come home and I hang it to dry. I mean, I rinse it out at the pool first. If I didn't rinse it out at the pool, I rinse it out at home. Always rinse your tails out. Oh my God, do it, please. So gross if you don't. But I think it's just really hysterical that now the trend is like, hey, look at these, they're incredible, let's all go swimming. Now, granted, I don't know if you've seen the new FinFolk tails. Words cannot describe. They're beautiful. They're stunning. You know what I mean? And as somebody who also makes and sells fabric tails, you know what? You can get pretty detailed and pretty creative. And I know people, like, their initial thought is like, oh, well, when you say fabric tail, FinFun is the first thing that comes to everybody's minds. And now this is nothing against FinFun, okay? I think your guys' tails are incredible, and I love everything that you do, your charities that you contribute to, the safety videos that you put out, the informational, you know, the information that you share in that. I think it's incredible. And people just assume that that's like all fabric tail users use FinFun tails and they're, you know, see-through and like whatever. You know, there's just all these like assumptions made that like people, you say that you swim in a fabric tail and people, they just turn your nose up at you. They're just like, really? You're not a real mermaid? And I'm over here like, yeah, because I've been doing this for 5 minutes, right? Anyways, this is more like my little rant. I just think it's hysterical. So I really want to know what you guys think. Have you seen the new FinFolk fabric tails? What are your thoughts? Let's get the discussion going. What do you think about Mer Tailor now being set up? I'm really curious to see what he's going to be up to, if he's going to be doing anything exciting with his fabric tails coming up, because it seems to be the trend now, you guys. And what do you think about that? Are you a silicone tail user? Are you a fabric tail user? If you have a silicone tail, what do you love about it and what do you hate about it? I would love to know. And fabric tail users as well. Let's, in the comment section, let's get talking. I want to know. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. And of course, if you're interested in joining my Patreon pod, I'm over at patreon.com/Vancouver Mermaid. You can check us out. I do monthly behind the scenes videos on there where I talk about everything, like we're talking super behind the scenes, like me and my PJs on my bed, just like talking about my mermaid life and all the things going on and what I've been up to, and really legit behind the scenes stuff. I also, it's a really great resource as well if you have super specific questions and you want to have a real one-on-one with me about making a mermaid tail and that kind of thing. It's a great resource as well. It also allows you guys to have different tiers, can have input on future videos that I do and things like that, and future projects and whatnot. So definitely worth checking out. There is a link in the description down below as well. And if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell as well so that you get notified of my future mermaid adventures. And thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. All right, happy swimming. Bye guys.